Holla Warriors, happy Monday to you. I thought I would check in with you today. I keep promising I'm going to check in on a weekly basis. So me and my Triffid here are going to check in with you today. It's been a bit of a weird week. It was my first full week off actually in over a year, just because of circumstances, and it's really difficult to wind down. So difficult. It's really not good having a clear mind, if I'm honest. I think that whereas I used to kind of enjoy that, now it kind of feeds my anxiety. So the busier I am, the better I am. So last week was a bit of a weird week. I did quite a bit though. I saw my mum, I took her to a hospital appointment, I took her shopping. I seen one of my original Golden Girls, Victoria. It was always a little ray of sunshine. So we spent some time together. I had some filler in my lips. I'm always one for sharing, so I'll share that with you. Oh, it hurts. I don't know, these girls have it done all the time. It's only the second time I've ever had it done, and oh God, it hurts. These young girls are brave, that's all I'm saying. And I went out on Friday with my husband, which is what I'm going to speak to you about now, actually, because my anxiety this week have been really bad. Now, it should be a good week. When I say that, actually, I was only just coming off my period at the end of the week, so maybe not great week, but I mean, I was just hoping it was going to be better than it was, and it's just been awful, actually, really awful. It makes you not want to do anything. The weather have been particularly dire in Wales, so whereas I could usually potter in the garden because I got so much to do in the garden, I love potting plants, I love planting seeds, I love watching the plants grow, and that's really good for my mindfulness. So I enjoy doing that, but the weather have been awful this week. It's been either freezing cold or it's been raining, so I haven't been able to do anything. My migraines have been pretty tough and scattered. I can feel one coming now as I'm speaking to you. It can be a bit relentless. So the week have been a little bit off, but Friday I was going out with my husband and my daughter and my son-in-law, or almost son-in-law, and her best friend who I've known since she was 3. So we were just going to have a quiet drink in our local. So I get ready, I do my hair, do my makeup, get dressed. And I can't even tell you how bad things can be actually with the way that we are. And I say this to you, I'm only speaking to you about my personal experiences, because I just think there's so many of you can relate to them, which is why I do this actually and continue to do this. I think if I make one more person feel normal, I feel like I'm doing some good in everything that goes on with the menopause and how us women struggle to go through it actually, and we're not aware that other people are going through the same things. So I was all ready. My husband went to pick up my daughter's friends. He came home, he shut me through the door. Baby, I'm home. I am in my bathroom, holds on to my sink, having a full-on panic attack. I couldn't breathe. Now, I've spoken to this about this to you quite a bit. I had suffered this thing with swallowing, and my anxiety, the first thing I think about with my anxiety is not being able to swallow. So I'm there thinking I can't swallow, I can't breathe, I can't answer my husband because I can't even function a second. Trying to calm myself down, and it is just so irrational. I'd had a migraine that day as well, so I'd taken some Atropine. So I don't know whether that added to it, but it is just so irrational. I'm going out with people that I know love and care for me. I'm going to a place where I know I'm safe. And it's just so irrational. Now, I did have a good night, but as I say to you, the payoff for me is I know if I have just one drink, I'm going to suffer terribly for it. So my anxiety then over the weekend is really heightened, just because I've had a couple of drinks. And the other thing for me is I think I'm gonna try some acupuncture again this year, just to see if that does anything, because I do not enjoy eating food anymore. I do not enjoy eating a meal. The anxiety with how it reacts with me and how I worry about eating and swallowing has been great for my diet. It's the best I've maintained my weight in my whole life. But it's just not healthy. It's really not healthy. When we went to my local, my kids and my husband had some food and I couldn't eat. Now, my daughter don't really watch this. She's too busy. My son, my son don't watch anything unless it's exciting on TikTok, so I'm way out of the equation. But the truth of it is, I could not sit there and go, I can't eat because of my anxiety, because that would make things worse. So I kind of make an excuse and I go away and I kind of speaking to people while they're eating food. But I couldn't have done it. The thought of eating food there and then the thought of thinking that I'm struggling would make me worse, and I could not think of anything worse than having an anxiety attack in the middle of somewhere. So I avoid that situation. So whereas I would be always open to go out for food, even if it's just cake and coffee, that for me now is traumatic, and it's fear. It puts fear in me. The thought of going out for food puts fear in me, which is just crazy. It should be something that we enjoy. And it's mad how this have done this to me. And I read something over the weekend because I was in a bit of a lull over the weekend. The weather was really poorly here. I couldn't potter around in the garden. There was nothing really we needed to go out and get. And the weather was so bad that you don't really want to be going out. I mean, it was torrential rain here. So my anxiety was just really bad. And I read something over the weekend and it just said, and this is so true, anxiety is that little voice that's in your head that knows all your little insecurities and just keeps continually throwing them at you until it's the only voice that you hear in the room. And it's really sad, but it's really true. And I've just got to find a way to get rid of this demon that just keeps hanging around, because it's just exhausting. The anxiety levels are exhausting. I never feel rested. I never feel whole. I always feel like something's going to go wrong and something's going to happen. And it's just that constant fear of dread in the pit of your stomach. It's just awful. And I have very few days that I don't have it. So I just really, really, really want to change that. But I'm going to finish now on a light note because I'm just getting a bit emotional today because I'm not having a great day. This is something which is bizarre, but it's so true. Do you know those morning shows that you watch? Like this morning they have these crazy people on that go, if you do these weird face contortions, it'll like slim up your face. The one thing I have learned about this anxiety is those women are telling the truth. Because I used to you watch TV and you think, oh, these women are mad. I'm not going to be pulling these faces every morning and doing stuff. Honestly, I've had the best jawline I've ever had in years since I've had anxiety, because I'm constantly like this. So I'm telling you, those exercises on your jaw do work. So had I known that maybe 30 years ago, I might have done that to save all of this. So the one thing I might come out of anxiety is I have a much toned face than I've ever had. Every cloud ladies. So I will check in with you now over the week and let you know I'm going on. I'm back in work today, tomorrow. I've checked all my emails, which is one thing that I get terrible anxiety. And I was going to check them last night before I went to bed, and I just thought, don't, in case there's anything you want to do, then you won't go to sleep. So it was crazy, and I don't sleep well anyway. I just didn't, but I checked them by 8 o'clock this morning. So I know I've got a lot of work in, which is really good, but that just doesn't stop the anxiety. It doesn't stop you feeling the way that you feel. This irrationality, this continued irrationality, to be honest. And combined with that, with the palpitations, the night sweats for me of late have been just the pits. Actually, my hair is terrible today just because, listen, we're not always cute, but today is terrible because it's still wet from 7 o'clock this morning. It's just awful. My poor bed takes a beating, for sure. So yeah, I will check in with you in the week. I really all hope you're having a great time, or much better than me. Seriously. Seriously, I hope other people are having a better time than me. I don't want to share this. But I'm thinking of you all, warriors. You take care, and remember what I said. Be kind to yourself. You have to be kind to yourself. Peace out.